What? No theme music, nah?
Gusto, now Chris the host. Man, I make a little dinner while busting joke. Come to the yard, get it off your chest. There's no hard feelings when you're rocking with the best. Everything's crisp, everything's nice. Throw a little sugar, add a little spice. Hard school questions, cook a little rice. Gamble like Vegas and throw a little dice.
Raise your glasses, make a toast. Drop by Chris for a Sunday roast. Or 8 taste of his mixology. Get twisted and not off the Hennessy. Now your belly's full, play a game of ball. Gusto, he's coming from the old school. No if buts, maybes, whys. No silly questions, I tell no lies.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Back out here. Yeah, waiting for him. But ready for the first guest, people. How you all doing anyway? How's everyone doing?
Yo.
You connecting? Hey!
What's going on, son? Bro, just here, man. Living that quarantine life, you feel me?
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. Same out here, man.
Yeah, I see your quarantine trim, man. It's grizzly, but so I can't say I'm doing any better as well. Yeah, I'm looking mad. Man.
I'm super grizzly out here, man. Damn, it's all super grizzly out here. Oh, sorry. Super grizzly. Just checking up on some notes, but got for you, so you know. How you doing anyway? How you been dealing with the quarantine, man? You know that.
Taking every day as it comes. Some days, honestly, I can't lie. I go like this close to going crazy, fam. But I try and just like get the positives out of it. It's a time to reflect, be around family. Proper. Just like think about the things that really matter. When all's said and done, like basketball's done, jobs are done.
That's true.
The only people you got left are your family, innit? So you have to always build good relationships with them and that. So just doing all that and yeah.
And then, how have you adapted to this quarantine anyway, man?
I've always kind of been like a homebody, innit? So like it's not any different. But it's one of them things like when you have the freedom to do what you want to do, like you rather stay home. But then when someone tells you, you can't go out, you're like, oh snap, I need to run outside right now. I need to get some rays. I need to do something. So that's how it is some days, isn't it? But for the rest of it, like it's all good, man. Like I still try and get some workouts in. Work on my body, like strengthening up. Obviously I don't have a gym at home, but like you can still do the things you used to do. But
and you stay with obviously you and the wife right now, innit?
Yeah.
And other family members.
Yeah, other family members, fam. We were doing like a quarantine Olympics, I was waxing everyone, fam. You know what I mean? Like you have to stay competitive, man. Like I might not be on the court here, but I need to show people the level. You feel me?
How you been dealing with the fasting, man?
Alhamdulillah, that's been easy, man. It's never really a hard thing for me to do. I've been fasting for a very long time, so it's just, it's just natural, man. Like, don't really face any hardships with it. Yeah, it's long hours, but it's all a test of faith as well, and like control, man. That's all it is. Nothing too hard.
Funny enough, I've been doing it as well. This is my second year doing it now.
Is it? How you find it?
The first year was it was funny because it was like I remember being dizzy and I'm like, shit, I need to eat food, bro. You can't eat food, so you learn other things. So you don't learn. Not about just. I learned it's not just about not eating. There's a lot more.
Of course.
Then I taught myself, just to be patient a lot more. Learn to be more active, do other things. So.
Yeah, I feel you. No, that's the blessed thing about Ramadan, man. It's not just the food. It's about the prayers. It's about like the knowledge you gain. Like it humbles you, man. Like it kind of like puts you in a position where other people are in this world, unfortunately, like where they don't actually get the food and they just have to deal with the reality that's in front of them. Like So Yeah, 100
No,
yards.
right. Eating once a day, I'm not bothered by it. You know what I mean? I've learned something from it, so you know. So I like it. I know that, man. So yeah, man, that's been it, man. So you know what I mean. So let the fans know, man. When did you get into basketball, then, man? I remember you started young, man. I remember.
Yeah, man. So obviously before like I played basketball, I was doing football and like typical British kid here, and everyone did that. So, but I was playing football and basketball at the same time, but I never really took it seriously. But it was like around 6, 7, and then funny enough, I got kicked off my school football team, and that's when I was just like, I was assigned for me, man. I was like, I guess that's not my calling, but from like 6, I've been playing, you know, recreationally, I guess, with my brother. We never used to have a hoop. We used to have like a tree, like Y shape like this. And we used to just shoot between the little Y and
Is it?
Yeah, we used to just do that until my parents actually like bought us a hoop. Then we were gassed, man. But yeah, but I only started playing like on a team once I got to like year 7, year 8. Kingston Wildcats was my first team.
Oh, Kingston.
Yeah, fam. So I was playing with them. That's my first team. Yeah, year 7, year 8. That's what like.
I remember you playing at 13.
Yeah, because I pretty much played everywhere, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
I remember you.
Yeah.
And you were very, very, very advanced for your age at that time. So.
Man, I was just blessed to be around like a lot of older people, a lot of like UK basketball greatness, man. To be fair, man, I feel like I was pretty privileged in that essence, where even though I was in my age group, I was always surrounded by the older guys who give me some knowledge in it. The best of both worlds, the best of older generation of British basketball. So that kind of helped a lot.
Okay. So like, so you started playing at 13 and that, yeah. So like, when did you start? So you started playing organized basketball, Kingston Wildcats. So that's when you first started playing. Organized.
Yeah. Organized. I played. Yeah, Kingston Wildcats.
So like, talk us through that journey, man. That Kingston Wildcats journey, man. How was that?
Man, it was different because obviously I just came from playing like park ball and like that whole like street ball kind of thing. But I was never like a street ball player. You know, all them tricks and stuff.
No. So, those, man.
Yeah, like it was just like it was a good change because I had some school friends there, Arnold, one of my friends Arnold and Brendan, and obviously it was just different. Like, you know, I have to run plays. I can't just come down the court and just like and then go to the rim. So it was different in that sense, innit? But it was cool. It was a good adaptation. I got my feet wet. Like it was, like I said, it was different. You know, playing a team sport and like, you know, having to learn about the team rotations and all that stuff. You know, as a kid, you kind of just want to play. You don't think about, right now I'm sitting on the bench, I have to wait my turn kind of thing. But it was good. It humbles you, man, especially at that young age.
So you came off the bench first, then?
It's what you need. Yeah, man, came off the bench. Like, which it's cool, man. I did.
Other ones.
Yeah, at the time it was like, Justin, what are you on, fam? This guy here.
What's it?
You see, wait. I was not even thinking about doing that, man. Yeah, like, it was cool, man. Like, it was a good experience. And I played against London Towers, actually.
Okay.
The coach at the time was Aston Smith. Mm-hmm. And he actually recruited me from there to go to Towers. He was just like, yeah, come here, blah, blah. But I didn't go till like the next season. I just felt like it was a bit out of order, obviously, you know. I can't just leave midway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I ended up at Towers, and from Towers ended up at Brixton. Brixton ended up at Westminster, man. I played for a lot of, you know.
Oh, yeah, you was at Westminster for a bit, is it?
Yeah.
Talk us through that, so Brixton and Westminster, talk us through that experience, man. And how did you find Brixton? Because a lot of us are Wool product from Brixton.
Yeah, man, Brixton, yeah, honestly, is probably one of the best things that happened to me, to be fair. Funny enough, before I went to Towers, I was supposed to go Brixton, but because I lived quite far, I lived in South Norwood, and obviously Crystal Palace was just up the road.
Yeah.
It made sense for me to just go to Towers, innit? But Brixton, man, like, as soon as I stepped foot in there, yeah, you could just feel, like, what that place was about, man. It wasn't about just the basketball, you know what I mean? It was about just, like, that's what I feel like Jimmy, rest in peace, like, he taught us, like, it really is more than the game. but he brought us all together through that sport. So yeah, it was a big family, man. Like a lot of legends that went through there, like, and you could see them up close, up front, even if they weren't playing, but they were just there sitting by Jimmy or whatever, and you almost just so inspired to just kind of like be as great as you can and always work hard.
The Brixton had that feeling, man. You could just go, you could just go back anytime and just relax and meet up with people and just chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, at the time, you know, as a kid, you don't really think it's that chilled because obviously you had Jabbar, you had Jimmy like screaming down but in hindsight, you look back on it, and that was actually like the easier times. You know what I mean? Like, man, I remember like Jimmy would never pick the teams for the weekend, innit?
Yeah.
He would literally take like 20 man to the game.
Yeah.
Line you up against the wall, yeah, and be going up and down the line like you're not playing, and you're just like, oh, you just hope you don't see you. I swear that stuff was crazy. But I mean, yeah, but that was cool too, you know, man. It just teaches you, you know, regardless, you have to support your team, and you have to be there for them. So
it was nuts though when Jimmy used to do that. I kind of understood why he did that. It was like that. He's letting you see the hardship in front of you, like, so get you all there geared up, and then if he didn't pick you on that day, you just had to just say, oh, damn.
Yeah, take it on the chin, fam, and just just support your guys. Like, that's literally where it was.
That's what he taught as well. You got to support the guys afterwards if you don't play, and then
that's literally like Jimmy just taught us so much more off the court than a lot of people realize, man.
Successful of it.
Yeah, a lot of people, man, and it shows, man. Like, there's so many people that came out of that program that not just basketball players, like, they've just gone on to bigger things in life, like, you know, like MPs and doctors and lawyers and all this stuff. You know what I mean? So like he did a great job in raising us, if you want to put it that way.
In that sense, prepared us for life, man, definitely.
Yeah.
So like after Brixton and that, bring us to your Warrior days, where Killer Ed was born. Jeez, bro.
Man, that like I said, was just through like just people I've worked out with, just spoken to, like, you know, like I like to see.
How many years was you at Westminster for?
So before I went to the States, I was there for like 2-3 months, and then I went to high school, and I came back at 17, and I played 1 year under 18s and then 1 year men's. After the under 18 year, I was supposed to go back out to the States, but that all kind of fell through. Long story, but
okay.
Long story, but like I was there for like 2 years after I came back from the States. It was a lot of like, obviously motivation to just, you know, get back out to the States, and there was just a lot of anger as well that I wasn't there, and I just had to like to prove myself in it, like
keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward, prove myself, and just keep doing it for my family. Like, I couldn't stop in it. Like, it was just always about other people. It was more than myself, so I wanted to, you know, put my family in the best position. That's always been my goal for sports. It was never really about me. And I just used that as my motivation. And
okay, so you went States for a bit, came back, played Westminster men's, and that's when you was playing in Division 1, right?
Man, to be fair, you know, at that age, I didn't really pay attention to it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just kind of played in it.
I remember. I was at Bradford Dragons 1 year. D4, I used it D1, and then they were talking about how you scorched them for 40 or 50 or some shit like that.
Oh man, you know what?
It was D1, man. Just a night. I think Lake put the point guard for a bit, right?
Yeah, he was the point guard. Marvin was like our forward, Yannick. Yeah, bad man on that team, man. Yeah. A bunch of vets, man. So I learned a lot that season. Looking back on that as well, it was just not.
What is it you learned from, say, Laken? Because I know Laken's a really...
You know what? I learned, like, just to be patient, honestly. As a kid, you know, you just want to go all the time. And, like, I didn't actually learn there and then at that season, but, like, you know, when you look back on things, and, like, my first year professionally, I was literally just thinking about all the things everyone used to tell me and how I could just play the play. Like, Laken was always telling me to be patient. I can't just go down the court. Even though I could shoot, there's times to shoot the ball, times to pass teammates the ball and all that stuff. And, you know, and I think at that age, like I said, as a kid, you just want to go, man. You know your talent, you know your skill, and you feel like, you know, the world's your oyster, you can just like rock out in it. But he was just always like trying to keep me on the leash, but in a good way, innit? He meant well. But at the time, like, obviously, you're stubborn, innit? Like, you know, you're kind of like, nah, man, let me just go, but you don't really listen. But I had good guys around me, man, and I thank them for it. They made me who I am, like, so, yeah.
And then I think after that, did you go to, is that when that's when you went pro?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I went pro.
Yeah.
So,
how was that whole experience, like the whole basketball culture out there compared to the culture over here?
Basketball culture there is way bigger, fam. Like, they eat, sleep, live basketball, bro. Like, every day religiously, man. I don't think I've ever been part of something that, like, obviously that was my first pro gig, but I mean, like, you probably felt like a professional, like, you know what I mean? Like, you just, everything you need, especially, it depends on the club you go to, but luckily I went to a pretty good club, and literally they just treated you like the pro professional that, you know, you're supposed to be treated as, and at first it was a bit weird. It was obviously I'm Angolan, but it's a culture shock, because I don't remember, like, growing up there. I was left there when I was 3, and then I used to just go back holidays and stuff, but once I got there, I adapted pretty quick. Obviously, I was there with my family, and they just treated you well off the bat, man. Like, honestly, obviously it was a bit hard. Some like language barrier. I speak Portuguese, but they were just speaking this Portuguese that I couldn't understand the whole in it. But they treat me well. They put me in places to succeed. To be fair, man, the gym was always accessible. Like, the core, everything. Food was there for us. It was just nice, man. Literally, all I had to worry about was just play ball. That's it. Do your job, and that's it.
So you were the same.
Hold up, you're kind of lagging a bit.
Yeah, paid. How many years were you there?
Hello?
How many years was you at Angola?
I was there for 6 years. 4 years with one team, Primeira de Agosto, and then 2 with Petro. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, how many years was you at Angola for?
Go fund me, pay. Let's get Chris some BT broadband.
No, stop there.
Stage, I pick up the mic and it's kilo time.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Here you go.
Is it alright? Looking better now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah, alright, I'll have to go with this phone now for now. But yeah, so you said 2013 you won the Africans Cup, yeah?
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah. How was that, man, in Tunisia? You said you was going into it.
Fam, you know what? The basketball was good, but the maddest thing is, I don't think I've ever witnessed a crowd like that before in my life, man. Bro, we had, like, flares going on in the gym, people throwing cigarettes at us, spitting on us, you know, heating up poison, just dashing on us, because we beating the home team, the favorites, innit? Madness. So we were just getting abused. We had to get escorted out the gym, and even, like, before the game started, there was, like, supposed, like, threats in it on the road, fam. So we had a police escort.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. We had a police escort, but because they tried to think ahead of it, they took a different route. Because I suppose there was already, like, some lookouts or whatever, and so it was life or death out there, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we were
so
just
you played in Tunisia, right?
Yeah, in Tunisia, man. Yeah,
and then just flipping out, and they were trying to kill you. Look. So it's mad, bro. That sounds like some football hooligan kind of type thing, man. Like, they probably love that. Means they probably love the sport out there, then.
Yeah, they love it, man. Like North African, or just Africa in general. Yeah, they love basketball, but North Africans, they consider themselves like the powerhouse, and they're like the ones leading the way, kind of thing. Because Angola was leading the way for a long time, but obviously all these other teams have started improving. So they were just, man, they abuse us, but I ain't gonna lie to you. They have a very strong team, but their crowd plays a big part, man. When you go up to play those North African teams, you gotta be mentally with it, bro, because they will tear you apart, man. And like the thing is, security don't do nothing to stop it. Like, you know what I mean? They're just like,
just let it happen.
Yeah. But it's all good, man. We came out there with the gold and whatever.
Got the gold, got back safe. That's the main thing. I didn't even know that was going on, man.
Yeah, no, it was madness, man. You're just happy to get out today, you're alive, bro, and just be here to talk to you about it, cause
damn.
yeah, fam.
So what was that? Was that the first team you got there with?
Yeah, with Premier Agosto. Like, we won. Well, the time I was there, like the team won 2. We won, but I won 1. The first year I didn't go because I was with the under 23 national team in Zambia for like a zone 6 national team games or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't get to go because of that. And you know, obviously when national team calls, like they have priority in it. So yeah, I had to go do that. So I missed out on the first one, but the second one I was there for.
And the difference in the teams we played for, man, how was that like? So
it, you know, not big differences, because Angolan basketball is like a kind of universal like style that they play with. It's just obviously the coaches, ideas are a lot different. Like my first coach, he was a bit more with the European kind of style to play, very like just to the point. So was my second coach, to be fair, but he had more of like a run and gun kind of play. He was very American in his style of, you know, he was literally like telling me, "Oh, yo, Ed, if you don't shoot this ball for me, you get subbed out the whole game." I'm like, "Coach, I'm getting like double teamed," and he's like, "Can you shoot?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Shoot the ball then." And I'm like, "All right, cool, bro." Like,
so is that when you started becoming a specialist, even though you could shoot back then, you kind of like?
I think, you know what, I think I became a specialist more with my first team just because, you know, the big difference in the pro game is you have to be really good at one thing and then great at the rest of it. And that's how you kind of, you separate yourself from like the rest of the players, even though a lot of people can, you know, shoot the ball, but you kind of like, it's almost like, you know, on your basketball CV, it's like, yeah, he's a great shooter. So teams will look at that because, you know, you're a person that can stretch the floor. It makes it easier for the rest of your teammates to, like, you know, get theirs kind of thing. So I added some vets there on the team. One, Carlos Almeida, and he was one of the best shooters ever in Angola, innit? So I was just kind of like under his wing, and he was always telling me like, "Yo, you want a long career, like shoot the ball, like, and shoot it well. It's all about consistency, you know what I mean?" And that's the thing. I could shoot, but I was like more of a high volume shooter back then, especially like in the British program.
Yeah, I remember. You were a lot more Curry type shooter, off the handle, and you could shoot off.
Yeah, it was a lot of that stuff, which obviously I still do, but at this moment in time, it's like, you know, you want to kind of simplify the game and just make it more like efficient. You know what I mean? Like, especially at the program, that's what I feel like. 'Cause at the end of the day, so I feel like that's what a lot of people look for. You know what I mean?
And bring the moves out if necessary.
If necessary, yeah. Because like, man, you look at guys like my position, like, you know, Klay Thompson. He had that crazy game and he only dribbled the ball like what, less than 10 times. Like, you know what I mean? So it's stuff like that I kind of look at now because I've literally been put in that category. And I was like, you're a shooter, so I need to just keep up with that. And so
even Ray Allen.
Yeah, Ray Allen, all these guys, man. Like, you know, you see them like, they still have it in their locker, you know, to like dribble or break someone down, whatever. Yeah. But it's just, like my brother said there, to the point. You know? To the point, yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's true. It makes more sense because all of that other stuff, extra stuff, it wastes a lot of energy. So, you know what I mean? Kind of explains McGrady's career kind of similar in a way because he could do a lot, but then, you know, injuries came after him and had a short career, kind of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So talking of family and seeing your brother there, what kind of influence has your family been on you over your career, man? Like, how have they helped you? I can't obviously thank them enough. Even though, like, obviously my brother played ball as well, and he was a lot, like, you know, he was the driving force at that, you know, that time of my life, or still is, to be fair. But obviously when he played, he was always the one trying to get me to work out. Like, he's definitely the harder worker out of us two. When we were playing, I was obviously like the more talented one, but his hard work made up for a lot of the things that people would oversee. He would always, like, whenever you play, he'd make his mark, and that's what you wanted. You know, at the end of the day, you want to have that type of attitude. So he instilled a lot of things in me when I was young, and it carries on to this day. Even though he'll probably tell you different when we get in the weight room. I'm just kind of like, but you know, but you know, I know it's for the best, innit? Like, no matter what he's done, like at the basketball stage, at the SNC stage, he's always just been the hardest worker in the room, and just wants you to follow that too, so you can just be the best you can. And yeah, like, and obviously my parents, they never did sports like that, but they were always like my wise, you know what I mean? Like, they did so much for me, and you know, luckily I realized from a young age, like, you know, that you have to be grateful and you have to, like, give back in it. So that's always been my thing, give back to my family, just put us in better situations, and you know, just do it for them.
And your brother was with you, like, during the time at Royals as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was with us, man. You know, annoying me every day. You know, not to see his big beard and big forehead, but nah, I couldn't. He was with me, man. That helped, man, especially coming back to London my first year after, like, so long. And being alongside him finally at the pro level was pretty cool, like, because when I was out in Angola, he was on different teams, you know, like, helping them out.
Oh, you played in Angola as well?
He didn't play. He was the S&C coach for obviously the Angola national team and, like, some other teams that were there. So it was, you know, but he would still help me. Obviously, we lived in the same house, so there's no way he couldn't help me. But it was just, it's different when you're in the same working environment, though, you know what I mean? Like, so I proper got to, like just get everything from at the S&C level, like, last year, and, like, even this year when we were still together at Royal before everything happened. So yeah, that was good.
No, man, that's dope, man. I like that, man. And also, I know at the time, so you know, at the time when you was at Westminster, you had junior coaching, was it?
Yeah. I had junior. I had Coach Matt. Got his last name. Narmo was there for a bit. Jackson. But like, yeah. I had a whole
so
bunch of
with junior, though, I know Junior's a legend himself. And like, so talk to us that experience with Junior when he coached you at Westminster, and then he also coached you at Royals.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it you took from Junior from both of those times? Because I know Junior, he was like coaching at a D1 level was one thing, then he's coaching at a professional level. So how was that experience?
To be fair, actually, me and Junior, we go back from, like, under 18s, under 16s kind of days.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I was at Brixton, I was going to, like, Kennington, like, on the days we didn't have training at Brixton, and just work on my individual skills with him. So he's definitely played a big part in my development too. Like, he helped me just boost my game, like tremendously, I'm not gonna lie. And he would always tell me about these things, like I said, like how Lakin was as well, you know, to improve my game. But at that age, you don't see it, you just don't understand it, man. The game is so fast for you that you don't have time to kind of think properly. As you get older, obviously the game slows down and you probably start seeing everything that everyone was telling you. So I always tell him all the time, I remember it used to be like, basketball is about angles, and I'm here thinking, man, we talking about angles? We talking about angles?
Details, man.
Yeah, details, man. But you know, like at that age, obviously, he was always pushing me, like, you know, and I never once saw it as a thing where, this coach don't like me. I always just kind of took it on board as like, you know, he wants the best for me. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Was that at Westminster? Yeah.
Yeah, at Westminster. Yeah. We were talking about it the other day, actually. I did like a little, like, a Zoom thing for the Cola kids. One time we were playing Worthing.
Yeah.
Under 18s where Luke Nelson was still there. Yeah, Luke Nelson was still there. And I had the chance to, like, win us the game, whatever. And I dribbled left, took a step back, and I shot it. And I airballed in it. And I was like, now I'm going to hear this kind of thing in it. And coach ripped into me, man. I'm not going to lie. But I didn't sulk or anything in it. I just took it as like he wants me to be better in it. Like, he knows I can be better. And then I put up this post on Facebook one time about, basically like, I failed, but I'll be better, blah, blah, blah. And then the coach was like, he was like, show me then. And I was like, yeah, I will show you. So, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, everyone that's come into my life throughout my career has been someone of importance, man. No matter if you were like someone that's well known in the basketball community or someone that's like not very known, someone's taught me something, regardless, innit? And obviously some people taught me more than others, but like, you know, I just always kind of just made it a point to just like prove to them that I can be better. Not in a bad way, like a revengeful kind of thing, but just like, you know, I can be better. I can show you that I can be the best I can be. And that's one thing. I was always trying to get into juniors, like good books, Jimmy's good books, Jabbar's good books kind of thing. And even though I probably was in there, they'll secretly tell you I wasn't just because, like, but no. But yeah, you know, you just want to prove to them that, you know, like, you're a good player, and that's what drove me a lot. And, you know, once you get to the pro level with Junior, it was different because it was different but the same. Obviously, I still had that same respect for him, always, never leave that. But it was like, you know, I went abroad for so long, and I learned the things I learned. I played on the teams I learned. You know, I played on the teams I played with. And, you know, my style of play kind of changed. So when I came back, obviously, we'd have different ideas and stuff. Similar ideas, but different. I'd see one thing different. So we'd clash, but it wasn't like a bad clash. It was just literally like pure just off, like just two basketball minds exchanging ideas. And obviously sometimes we wouldn't see eye to eye, but it was never like destructive. That's more constructive than everything, So we'd learn off each other, and obviously he'd learn how I would like certain things. I'd learn how he would like certain things. And we just moved on from there, and it just made us better. And honestly, I feel like that made our relationship better, like where I could, obviously I was with him at the under 18s level, men's level, D1, whatever, and then at the pro level. And, you know, it was a blessing, man. Like, I never thought, you know, that would happen, especially like my first year coming back, and like one of my best coaches ever, like from London. So it was cool, man.
So it's dope, man. And the whole Royals, that whole Royals saga, man, like, it was, you know what, it was one of those, for me, how I looked at it, I loved it, but I didn't like it moment from my perspective. I don't know how you saw it. Like, I like the fact that, you know, there was a lot of you guys who knew each other already. But, you know, at the same time, there was things that I saw that how it happened. It just didn't, you know what I mean? It went sideways. But how was that whole Royals experience, man? Like, you know, winning the BBL trophy, you know, you in LBC going to River Island adverts and all that, you know, and all that. Wearing them fresh garbs and that. I was like, these guys are River Island average, you know.
Oh man, you know what? First year, it was an experience, man. It was nice, you know. You're coming back home, playing at the pro level in front of your family and friends. Finally, you know, you don't just have to watch highlights and stuff. And you know, like, we won that. You know, we won, and that was the thing that mattered. Obviously, we didn't win the whole thing, but we took some silverware in it, and it was cool to do with guys that, you know, like I grew up watching, like somewhat idolizing, like, you know, Ashley's, Matt's and stuff. I remember me and Matt used to work out at Bats. He used to literally like message me the night before, be like, "Hey, youngin, we're getting in the gym tomorrow," and literally like, you know, I'm not gonna say no to that. And it's Matt in it, like, you know, he's one of like the basketball legends here anyway. You know what I mean? So, it was always there, and it was cool. I remember after we won the trophy, I went up to Matt, and I was like, "Yo, Matt, you know what's magic? It's like, whoever would have thought, that we, from the Batsy days, and then obviously, like, to now, we would have done this, like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember you used to, like, just, after we work out, you'd take me to McDonald's, buy me stuff, and all this stuff, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, I'm a big man, you know, I can buy my own stuff in it, but now we're winning with each other. Like, it was mad. It was surreal, man. I'm not gonna lie. And like, you know, Matt has always been like the hood legend in it, because obviously we grew up around the same area, and you just see him around like when he was younger, and obviously he went away. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, to us, like him, Justin, Ogo, like Ash, these are guys that we used to see, like, you know, up front. Like, obviously you all have your, you know, your basketball idols. You know, you always go towards the NBA, but then you forget about the people that are right here in front of you. And
it's true.
These are the ones that really actually like impact you the most, because you see them come from the same situations you're from, and then make it out. You know what I mean? So it was sick, man. Like, you know, just playing alongside guys like that at that level, man.
So talking of that, so the Royals that Royal situation was one thing, but I want to get into this quick, because you mentioned Matthew. He's a product of Brixton, and you also, then after leaving Royals, you went to Lions, innit? You played along with Justin, which is another product of Brixton. So that, to me, that's a for me, looking at it from the outside in, that's a surreal moment there. You're playing with one Brixton legend to another. Like, what was the difference between the two? Like, what did you experience with the both of them? Like, what is it they brought? Like,
you know what? Like, obviously, me and Matt don't play the same position, innit? Even though the guy can dribble for his height. Obviously, I've learned their things from both, innit? But obviously, because Justin's more relatable in terms of position, he's always just kind of been the guy from like London, from UK in general, that I've like looked up to, like proper, like, you know what I mean? He's another one that was like always just taking me under his wing as well throughout the summers, working out, just playing against him, like, you know, it's like the Pro Classic and stuff like that.
I remember the workouts.
Yeah, workouts. yeah. You know, it's good, man. Like Justin and Matt, they're professionals, man. Like, so that's one thing I definitely learned. And like, you know, longevity, fam, that's another thing. Like, they've been playing for time, like, you know what I mean? And that's one thing I've taken from both of them. But the difference is, obviously, would just be like from the guard perspective, innit? Like Justin, and like the way his drive and the way he plays, yeah, you try to kind of emulate that, innit? But there's some people you can not really get too close to copying because they're just in their own kind of like lane, you know what I mean?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, he's someone that I just always compete with, whether we're on the same team or not. You know, because you want to be like either better than him or just at his level, you know what I mean? And it will only make yourself or the team better as well. So, yeah, that Justin, man, like, Justin, I'll go Matt. Oh, and I'll throw another one, Benji. Like, he was another one.
Benji
Lawman, yeah, fam.
Yeah. There's another one, man.
He's another guy, man, who helped a lot as well. I remember going Park Hill, yeah. Scorching heat, yeah. This guy was just working us over, but I'll talk about. But he was teaching us, man. He was teaching us better, man. Like, so I give props to those guys a lot.
Yeah, Benji. Someone's asked you a question, bro. Who was your favorite guard to play with?
In like my whole thing, or just here in the UK?
Let's say professional, so maybe UK or overseas. We go.
Oof. Ah, man, that's tough because like every guard I've played with, to be fair, has been different.
Yeah.
They all have different styles of play, and they all like like chemistry UK. Okay, yeah. Oh, man, like I said, it's mad. Like, they all bring something different to the table, innit? And they all kind of make my job a bit easier in a certain way. Like, so, like, okay, like, obviously, I'd have to go with Justin because he just takes so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He takes so much attention away from you. And me as a shooter, yeah, like...
You don't need that much attention. I know. I used to be shooting too, bro. You don't want that attention, boy.
Yeah, it's one of the things where it's like, you know, like, because he's so, like, dominant in the game, yeah. Literally, I just follow what he's doing. I just get into positions, and I know he's going to find me or he's going to make the shot.
Or as a shooter, you find that little space, because why you do what you do, there's always going to be some space available.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So, like, honestly, he made my job a lot easier. Even, like Jules was the same way, because he was very, like, you know, he's a drive, pass first point guard, but you know what I mean? Like, so he's aggressive. Like, it's hard to kind of say the best one, but if you're talking about, like, obviously the best player guard, well, I'd have to say Justin, man.
Okay. And the best, who's the best player you played with in Dubai?
Wait. Oh, it's not Dubai Thieves. The best player I played with in Dubai.
Oh, you played in Dubai? How was that, professional Dubai?
Nah, it was just like little summer kind of leagues and stuff like that. And I did like a pro showcase one time out there as well, because I was trying to like just get my foot in that door as well. At the time, my wife was working there, and so I kind of just wanted to be closer to him. Best player in Dubai. You know, I played against some really good guys in Dubai, man. I'd say there's Bilal. I hope this person knows who Bilal is. Bilal.
I've never heard of him.
I mean, you wouldn't know, but I mean, for this person, they definitely would. Yeah, Bilal. I'd say Amir the Hammer guy. My guy, Amir Al-Sati. Who else? Brandon Williams. A lot of people won't know, man. Honestly, they won't know.
That's dope.
So I played, man. Basketball's blessed me, man. I've gone a lot of places, seen a lot of places.
Whoa, no. That's so good. Okay. All right. So there's one question I want to know. What's a pinpoint the most defining moment in your career? One of my favorite of yours, but I'll say it after you.
Nah, you go say it first. Go ahead, man.
When you hit that big shot, you know what I'm talking about. That shot, bro. I swear, in the finals, I saw it was.
We're teammates now, man.
I know.
Teammates now. We can't
do
a lot of stuff like that.
When it happened, is that he ran right past you. I don't think Justin's gonna kill me, but he ran right past you, and then I just saw you wide open. I thought, I said that's done. That's going in, man.
You know what? Yeah, like I remember it very well, but at the same time, it was one of the things where I didn't think about the whole situation. Yeah, it was literally I just grabbed it and then just kind of went with it, kind of thing. And to this day, I'm not gonna lie. Like whenever I do see that kind of footage, I always do think to myself like, why did it happen that way? You know what I mean? Like it was just, it was just weird, man. But you know, I think
it was just a way because it was a rare moment because it's like that's not a mistake Justin usually make. Like he just ran right past you, and I was like, what's he doing?
You know what? I think me and him spoke about it one time.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was basically the thing was, like, I know how people are going to play me. They run me off the line, innit, because I shoot threes. And that's fine too, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think he realized how far away I was. So he tried to run me off the line.
Yeah.
And I ended up at the 3-point line. So I think that's just what happened. Because even when I spoke to kind of one coach from Lions, and we were talking about it, and that was the thing. They were like, yeah, he thought he ran you off the 3-point line, but he just, wherever, innit. But, man.
It happened.
It happened.
Good shot. You won it. You know what I mean? It was epic, man.
Yeah. That's probably, you know what? Yeah, that's probably one of the most, you know, probably the biggest. I've won championships, you know what I mean? But like my involvement in the championship, I think that was like the proper like key moment in winning something.
It was definitely.
Oh yeah, I think I'd say that too.
So my thing is, I ask every baller this question.
Mm-hmm.
So your thoughts on the BBL today? What's your thoughts on it? Things that you think that can get better, and things that you think are working.
Obviously, this is only my second year, so I don't know the whole thing that's been going on with the BBL. But obviously, I can see the talent has definitely improved. I mean, there was good players back then too. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like as a whole, like the league is just overall very competitive. In terms of improvement, I think it would just be like just the structure of the league itself, how they do the games. Because sometimes we play a game and then go like 3 weeks with nothing, and then we play one game and then go like another 2 weeks with nothing, and it's just like it throws you off your whole like just in game like kind of like feel, you know what I mean? You don't have it. Like it's one, like, obviously practicing is good, but there's only so much 5-on-5 with your team you can do. But you want to play against other people, you know. And I'd say definitely the structure, man. I'd say put more games.
Definitely
in the league.
I'll agree with that. Get more teams in.
Get more teams in. But then with that, you know, you need money, and you don't want to have a repeat of like, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What did I say again? I've always said in every one of my talks is the marketing, man. I just feel that it needs to be marketed so much better. Like players,
you know what? It's like obviously there's some teams that market a lot better than others. Obviously Leicester Riders, they blow everyone out the water.
They do great. I just think the league itself, the team do well in market. I think the league itself needs to market it a bit more.
Yeah. Like obviously Lions, like in terms of London teams, obviously the only two out here, Lions did a lot better, and their fan base has been great because they've been around for a long time. And I honestly, like it was cool to be a part of that. Like, and you probably felt the fan love. Even at Royal, you felt the fan love, but you saw like how sometimes the numbers weren't the greatest, and they, you know, sometimes they weren't really like I said, they weren't advertising things. But I feel like it shouldn't be a thing where it's just individual teams putting themselves out. The league should literally like help these teams get out there. I don't know like the inside outs of the whole league, and that's why I'm like, maybe they are trying, but they're just very good at it. Or...
It's good that you got your opinion on it still, so that's good, man. What time are we on? All right. So before we always head out, got my hotspot questions.
Is there a disclaimer on this one?
The 2 3-part questions. The first 3-part question is a player you love playing with, player you love playing against, and the funniest teammate.
Okay. Player I love playing with. It can be from like, it has to be from UK, or it can be from anywhere you want.
Well, anywhere you want.
I mean, I'll give one from like, obviously when I was overseas, and one from UK. I loved playing with one teammate, Reggie Moore. He's probably the most talented player I've ever seen in my life, like in person. But I don't even like. If you fought, imagine like Megatron, as a basketball player, innit? That's the only way I can describe it. Because that guy, he could play 1-3-5, lefty,
transformer.
Like, yeah, literally transformer, fam. Like that's how he was, and he was just amazing, fam. But here in the UK, best player played with, favorite player to play with.
You love playing with.
There's just so many, fam. That's the thing, and everyone's for a different reason. But I can't really pinpoint, man. But
there's someone you love playing with. Every time you played with them, you love playing with them. So they don't even necessarily be the best. It's just someone you love playing with.
Fam. That's a tough one, but I would that I played here in the UK, I would say, I have to say Justin, fam. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, he makes my job so much easier, fam.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing, like, even with Matt, like, he made my job a lot easier too, because he just got so much attention, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so those two for sure. They have to be joint, man. They have to be joint. Player
I'm playing against
Justin.
Not playing against Justin.
Yeah, fam. Like, it was always a thing where, you just want to play against those guys. Like, you're going to get better in it.
Yeah.
And he always challenged me, man. Like, he's got so many, like, facets to his game that you can never just take a break, you know what I mean? So I'll definitely say Justin.
Funniest teammate?
OJ.
I had him on not long ago,
Hey, OJ is hilarious, fam. I swear, that guy, facial expressions, just the delivery in his jokes.
It's funny, man. You know what's funny? Even when he comments on Facebook, you can just tell, like, you don't even need to see his face, you can just tell it's coming out in the most funniest way possible.
I literally, whenever I read his comments, I play it in his voice in my head, and I'm just like, this guy.
I'd start laughing, because...
Dude.
No, he's hilarious, man. And he doesn't lose his cool, bro. That's one thing I love about him. You can't break this guy, man, even if you try.
He's too chilled, fam. Too chilled.
Next 3-part question. Similar, but is the opposite. So, player you didn't like playing with. Some answer this, some haven't. The player you didn't like playing against. Everyone's answered that. And the most annoying, and the funniest opponent.
Like, in terms of teammates I don't like playing with, I've never had a problem with anyone. Obviously, everyone's different. You're going to have personalities on the team, but it's never been a thing where it's like, I hate this guy or whatever.
Maybe, it is. Maybe it's never like you just hate him. Sometimes there's people, because I think some people answered it, people that they're cool with, but they've told them they don't like playing with him, like, in a funny way. Ooh, it could be someone you even cool with, but you just don't like play with. Right.
No, I mean, okay.
Junior knows what I'm trying to say, right? You know, Junior, I'm trying to say something.
No, I have one teammate though in Angola who did make my life kind of like hell. Well, I had two, but they one of them I feel like he meant well.
Yeah.
One of them I don't know. I'm still kind of like trying to figure it out, but I feel like he meant well. It was my first point guard out in Angola actually, by the name of Armando. He was just he's very vocal, innit?
Yeah.
So anything he came to his head, he would have to bring it out, whether it's gonna offend you. He had like no filter in it. And even though sometimes he'd be wrong, he just had to. He was so stubborn, man. Just always. It wasn't a thing like I didn't like playing with him because he was a great guard, man. But I think in that sense, he was too outspoken for my. I think maybe for my liking.
Like, Tom, man, just chill, man. Like,
just relax, man.
Soft players.
Yeah, I do hate playing with soft players, man. Like, you know, Brixton, man, we grew up like just knowing, like, just play to the whistle, innit?
Yeah.
Fam, like, just keep playing, fam. Like, you know, like we're already blessed enough here to be playing the game as it is for a profession, innit? So just play, fam. I hate people like always complaining and all that stuff in it. So yeah, that'll be my guy, I think.
Play you didn't like playing against. So you're kryptonite.
Kryptonite. Justin. I swear. Oh, you know what? To be fair, I think I would rather say Ogo or Benji, you know.
Okay, yeah. I could imagine Benji because Benji's got that motor in it. He doesn't stop.
Benji, his wingspan's ridiculous. He moves his feet well, and it took me a while. It actually took me a while to know how to kind of score against him. But even then, when I did find out ways I could score, it just wasn't enough in it. So I feel like I think Benji, but I don't know if I've ever scored a bucket against Olgo though. That guy is a brick wall, but I'm telling you.
I told him he's too much pounded yam, man.
I've been telling him the same thing too, yeah. I need that diet because the way he's built, yeah, is different, man. I swear.
Bro, but you know the funny thing, when he's injured and not play for a while, he's still freaking muscly, innit?
Bro, I saw him at the Lions game before he signed, and I was just like, what? Like he doesn't age, man. Like the guy, he's always in immaculate shape, fam. I don't know how he's doing it, but no, blessings to him, man. He's a blessed guy, fam.
You know, the funniest opponent.
I would say here in the UK that I've played. Let's see. Oh, Wolf. AJ, fam. AJ, bro, that guy does not stop talking, man. Like the thing is, yeah, like everyone knows AJ, man. Everyone,
yes, I know it, bro. And you know what?
Legend,
bro. You know what?
Like,
we gotta give each other an AJ story because I've got one, man. I've got one for him, but
yeah, bro. My story with AJ, yeah, from young, I don't know what it is. Like he's just always been on my case, innit? At that age, it was like I never like obviously I would react because I'm like, yo, man, shut up, like you know what I mean? Like obviously as I got older, I started kind of like knowing how to deal with him. I kind of got to him a little bit. So then he started getting a bit too physical, innit? So like literally he'll do little things, yeah. Like I'll be there, you know, I'll be next to him. And he would just smack me in my groin, fam, bro, smack me on nuts. And I'm just like, yo, cuz that he'll get the ball, start talking crap. Shoot. Oh, my days. AJ, yeah, one of the funniest, but most annoying guys on the court, man. But it's all love with him, though.
He's a funny opponent. I remember a story, a scrimmage, actually. And then I came on to scrimmage on a Wednesday night. And I could straight away, I just knew how to deal with AJ because it's like, before I used to talk back as well to him, but then I realized if you don't talk to him, he sends himself insane, innit? He doesn't know what to do. He came on the call and I heard him going, yo, what you doing here? This ain't Leeds, because I played in Leeds, innit? He's like, what you doing here? This ain't Leeds. And I thought, in my head, I said, here we go. That's why I ignored him the whole scrimmage. What you doing? You can't dribble, do this, that, the other. And then he realized he weren't getting to me, so he turned to someone else and bullied some kid called Leon. Just bullied him, just talking shit to him. I'm like, flipping hell, man. And then the worst is, you be in games where he's down 20 points and he's still talking.
Like, what is that? Like, it makes zero sense, you know, but he needs to write a book, yeah, The Art of Trash Talking for real, bro. No lie, he gets into people's heads, man. Like, whether I don't care, everyone who's played against AJ, yeah, has been affected by him in one way or another, fam. In some way, but that guy has done something to everyone, bro. But, nah, I know he means well, like, I've spoken to him. He's always like, yeah, you know, I was always doing it to prepare you, man, because, you know, you think I'm bad, there's people worse than me, and I'm like, yeah, of course.
Nah, man, I said to you, you're the worst, man. I think you need to go overseas and...
He special guy, bro, but really, really good dude.
Nah, he's cool, man. He's a cool guy, man. Love him, man. Yo, man. Ed, man. Got next guest soon. Yo, bro. Been blessed. It's been a blessing, bro.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you for your time and that. And obviously, when this quarantine's over, we got the actual show, so it should be, trying to get more players on that show.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's good, man. It's a good like incentive for what you're doing. Like you're getting like British players' voices heard. You know, like get people to know a bit more about us instead of just seeing us just on the court. You know, obviously we have our Instagram, they see us there, but it's good to just actually have something like this, man.
Oh, appreciate it, man. You got any questions for me before we leave?
Who else are you looking to have on this? How far are you planning to take this podcast? Yeah, I could say podcast, right?
So these talks, I think these talks I'm doing because of quarantine. I really wasn't going to do the talks because, I was going to wait until quarantine's done. The main aim was the show. So I've done I've recorded it. Justin's episode's done. I'm waiting for my editor to finish editing. He's been on my case about his episode. So yeah, I've got to get that through. But the main thing is the show. So when we do it in the show format, I think it's going to be a better way for people to see the players and see who they are, see who is who. So in terms of players, I'm trying to get as many BBL players as I can. Division 1, the women's players, WBBL players as well.
Yeah, that's good, man.
The main thing is it's a platform I'm creating for ballers, for them to see and be heard. So,
definitely. Oh, snap. Is that Helio, fam?
Oh, damn.
That's another London legend over there.
Yeah, I know. Came late,
man. Very late. Oh, Helio, bro.
But yeah, man, so that's what I'm doing with myself, man. So yeah, just keep the eye out, and then we've got more stuff coming up, and obviously we'll bring you into the show, and then bring you on set and do your bit as well, man.
Yeah, man, looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing this whole thing blow up, man, and just be bigger. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
Always supporting, like, you know, the people, man. That's what you have to start, and then
definitely, man. All right, man, Ed, bro, we stay in touch as usual, bro. And
definitely.
You're safe and hope you're well, bro.
Yeah, you too, man.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.